left our name.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria-assumpta and I'm a Nigerian-based YouTuber. On this channel I do vlogs, chip chats and beauty videos just like the one I'm about to do right now. This video is going to be a beginner-friendly makeup tutorial that you can literally learn from your home, okay? Let's get right into the video, but first please do like this video and share this video with your friends who would be interested in what this video is about, okay? Now the first things first is actually skin prep. For my skin prep, I usually start off with a cleanser, and this is from Xoxo Cosmetics, and then I also use a wipe. Xoxo is a Nigerian cosmetic brand. With this cleanser, it dries out your face actually, so when you're done using it, it actually dries out your face. Because I've used this for like quite a long time, I would say so, and every time my face just feels dry. For skin prep products, try to use something that your skin would love. So it's going to be a try and error process for you, whereby you try out a product and see if it's going to work, and don't put your money into just one product. Try to get the basics like moisturizer, a primer, a cleanser, you know, something like that. This is what I use. I do a 3-step one, and it's very basic and budget friendly. I go in with my Cetaphil moisturizer. I've been using Cetaphil moisturizer for like 2-3 years. It's just like lotion, and because I have an oily skin, I don't like to use it a lot. Like, I kind of want to tread on soft fits, and I like to use my hands to press it in, to be honest. Like, I have grown using my hands to apply my skin prep products, and it has been going well for me. When I use brushes, it's just like it's not getting the work done. Perhaps I've not gotten like some brushes that would really press the product in, so my hand does it better than any brush I have for the moment. So when I finish one step, I dry down before the next step. And for my primer, I'm using the LA Girl primer. I'll also use my hands to apply this. So I made mention that I have an oily skin, but the oily part of my skin is actually my T-zone, which is actually very common for a lot of people. So when you see people with oily skin, they always have oil, especially in their T-zone, which is along this region, right, from your forehead to your nose, then your jaw area. So just like to put an extra one on that one, so that it's going to just help with all the oil. Now is the foundation time, and I'm going to be using this new technique which I used in my last video, but I'm going to be explaining it really well in this video. Now this technique actually helps you to use less product. Now for the inner perimeters of my face, I'm going to be using my normal foundation, which is actually in the Vera Secret range of V Beauty. It is in warm nude form, and then I'm going to be using this other range of their foundation, V Beauty, and this one is in Ebony. So I'm going to be using this Ebony, which is obviously darker than my shade. I'm going to be using it in the outer perimeter of my face, the part I would contour. This is where I'm going to use this, but for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using this one on the place I'll actually put my foundation. Okay, foundation. Then I'm going to be using this blending brush to pat it. Using my Xoxo setting spray, a slightly damp beauty blender, I'm just going to pat this onto my skin, right? And then before I continue my blending, I'm going to add the dark foundation and use that as my contour / foundation. Then I'm going to blend the foundation, the two foundations, into each other to make sure that I don't have a harsh line on my face, right? Yeah. This is my face after the foundation, and it is actually incredible. This is so good, so good. The next step is my cream blush, and for cream blush I'm going to be using my lip palette, right? And I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. I like using this orange based shade. Again, I'm going to be blending these two into each other. That's the contour and the blush into each other to make sure that I have a seamless finish between them, right? Next is my concealer, and this concealer is from Xoxo Cosmetics also, and is in the shade Honey. To blend my concealer, I will usually start from here, then the eyes is the last part, and when immediately I'm done blending the eyes, I'm setting it immediately. For your concealer, you don't want to dab and let it like spread. You just want to continue dapping that particular part, you know, and not let it spread. Like, you don't want the product getting to the parts it's not meant to be. You don't also want to dab too hard or blend too hard that your product disappears, but you also want to blend very well, okay? For setting powder, I'm going to be using this setting powder from Blossom Makeup. Why you want to set, you don't want to have a lot of powder. So when you take powder on your brush or on your blending pad, you want to remove that a little bit gently, like so. All the parts you highlighted, you place your powder on it. Now we are done setting. I'm going to be powdering the face with a powder palette from V Beauty. I'm going to be using this big fluffy powder brush. Using this bronze, I'm going to use that on my highlighted areas. So the part I just set, that is the part I'm going to be using this powder on. And to powder my contoured area, I'm using this other shade. I'm going to be using this for the rest of my face where I did not highlight and where I did not contour. Basically, foundation is the only thing there. so which is down here. You notice that I'm always hitting this. It's because I'm removing the excesses that might cause patches and just have a smooth spread of the powder. So when I apply it, it just sits on the skin, right? Yeah. So for nose contour, I didn't do cream contour. I'm just doing powder contour. You can choose to do cream contour, but I love doing only powder contour because I don't want to end up having a dark nose. I'm using this same shade from my powder palette. I'm done with my nose contour and I want to start out my brows, okay? And for brows, I first set my brows. And for brows, I'm going to be doing this off camera because I cannot focus here and focus there. So if you want a detailed brow tutorial, tell me in the comment section so I can make that video, okay? Yes. First of all, I have to bake my under eyes, okay? And then prime my eyes. You pat that under your eyes. And then for reverse contour, I'm going to be using my face powder. And for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be starting off with my dark brown powder. My second shade is this brown here. What I'm basically doing is blending the second color into the first color. Just trying to blend these two colors together and then also sweeping it out like this just to wing it a little bit, you know. And to continue this look, I'm still going to use this brush and take up this color, Pantry, from another palette. And I'm going to place it on top, like on my lid, right? Like so. Finally place this last color. I'm going to be using this brush. This is a flat blending brush. I just want to pat it so the product is kind of full and visible. I still want that evident cut with my brown, so I want it to be like a cut but not like a cut crease. So I'm going to still go in with that brown color again and then use this brush to kind of cut it, like see, it's helping me to correct it, right? So yeah. For mascara and liner, I use this 2-in-1. I'm going to be lining my eyes. Now it's time to apply my false lashes. For you to apply your false lashes, you need to place your glue just here, then let it dry a little bit, like let it get sticky before you can now start applying it. If not, the glue would end up just destroying part of your eyeshadow because it's not yet dried, right? I left this for like 1 or 2 minutes. So my lashes is on. Let me do my under eye liner and mascara. I need to dust off my excess powder, my excess loose powder. But first, when I was doing my eyeshadow, I had fallout, and that is the importance of this under eye baking. Apart from a little bit of under eye lightening, it also helps to catch off excess eyeshadow falling, whether it's glitters or anything, right? So let me just remove that. You do that slowly so you don't end up getting the whole eyeshadow on your face. Finally, let me blend out the powder. I'm done removing the eyeshadow fallout. And for lips, I'm first going to wipe my lips. We go in with a brown lip. And using this brush, I'm going to be blending. From my lip palette, I'm going to be using this shade of nudish pink. To highlight my face, I'm using this shade just on the highest point of my cheek, right? I am placing this. And to finish up this look, I'm going to be using this setting spray from Xoxo. This is the finished look. Tell me what you think about this look in the comment section, and tell me if this video was actually very detailed. Tell me what you learned from this video. If you're going to start up your makeup journey with this video, I really want to hear your thoughts on this because I love this look. I do not know what you think. Do you think this look is actually very amazing? I love it.